So we can get into next, like if you can tell us what is co-creative leadership, where does that term come from, and what does it mean in the day-to-day life for a leader to be co-creative?
The way co-creative leadership was born, I was giving a talk at a user group in Montreal. And at the end of the session, it was a leadership talk. They were asking me open questions. So they came up to me and they said, well, Steffan, tell us, what is the one skill that leaders are lacking in organizations right now? What is it that they're really missing to be able to work effectively with their teams? And I went on this rant. And I have the recording somewhere on my hard drive. And at the end, I looked at them and I said, it's very easy. Leaders just need to learn how to be more co-creative with their teams. And that's actually how it was born. It was one throwaway statement at the end of a presentation, and then it became this thing I called co-creative leadership. I started writing about it. I wrote about it on Forbes. I wrote about it for other websites. Everything kind of got fleshed out. So for me, it's based out of my experience with leaders, working with the leaders that I've worked with in consulting over the past few years. And for me, the essence of co-creative leadership is how, as a leader, can you be more vulnerable, more self-aware, more collaborative with your team? Because we don't learn that at school. There's not a leadership school somewhere. Even when you do a leadership MBA, they don't talk about co-creating with your team. They don't talk about collaborating. And it's not a mental thing you learn. It's this thing that you practice that becomes part of your way of being.
It's a soft skill, or it's a set of soft skills I have.
It is. Yeah. It's a set of soft skills that you need to integrate and that you need to make part of you. And often when I talk about co-creative leadership on stage, I'll tell people this isn't just about business. This is about how you can be a parent with your family, with your children, how you can be a leader in your household with your spouse, how you can be a leader in your community. It applies everywhere. And it's about how can you be the best leader that you can be and that you want to be. Co-creative leadership is 5 key skills that it revolves around that allow you to be that leader that creates permission for people to step up as leaders, that allows you to go and kind of get the information from the people on your team, not be the leader that shows up with all the answers, but be the leader that shows up with questions and to be the catalyst to get the answers from people and put them together.
What I really like about that is that I find there's something very accessible in that notion of co-creative leadership, because we often think of a great leader is somebody who's very, who has the natural authority, who's very directive, who knows what they want, and they go and get it, and they inspire people through their actions, And I feel that with co-creative leadership, it's not about that, having that either mental toughness or having a plan ahead of time of everything that you need to do or that you want to do, but that it's more, there's something more authentic there where you can be. Yes. And it's just, to me, it's also a more versatile, maybe, leadership style.